Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Cherise and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy. Hello, everyone. Those people who are here with us and who are coming in live with us. This is our third week in a row, so I'm so excited. And I'm thankful to have a partner who, even when she's on vacation and enjoying the fabulous Jamaica, that she still saw fit to do this with me, to spend time, to give information to you guys, because she could be on the beach, curled up with a book. She's living her life, been watching her whatever. And yet you're spending this time with us. And so I just know the vibe you must be having. Like, I'm really wanting you to bring that tonight so that we can feel that vibe with that. And then that's it. I think we're going to talk about law of attraction tonight.
Yeah, law of
vibration. Okay, great. And I got to tell you, I feel like I got a love-hate relationship with it. Like, I love it. Like, I love it when it's working for me. And then when it's not working for me, I'm like, dang.
Of course.
Why has it got to be the thing? So update us on how you're doing, what you're doing, the fabulous Jamaica. Just tell us everything.
Yes, I am doing amazing. Jamaica there are no words for Jamaica. If you have ever been, you already know. If you have not been, get here. Okay.
Gotcha.
Because it's just a different vibe for our people. Our people and our people visiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I was outside and the Wi-Fi was acting a little bit crazy. I wanted you guys to see the view. So once we're done, if I can just kind of sneak outside and let y'all see, but it's dark. So if I can just show you a little tidbit, or even if I just jump in and show you guys some pictures and video later, that would be great.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Any pictures of the ocean? The ocean.
Yeah.
I just need to hear the ocean. Like, I don't even have to be near it. I just need to hear the ocean, and it brings me down.
Yes, the real pure ocean. Like, it's really amazing. I'm so blessed to be able to celebrate my birthday here in Jamaica. So I'm thankful. So tonight, Natalie, we're talking about
Wait a minute. I hear you, but before we do that, I've got to say an official happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I always want to ask people, what do you think the most important thing that you've learned being on this earth this long? Like, what if you
I think one of the most important lessons that I've learned, it has been more recent, is about these universal laws.
Okay.
It has
been back on into the conversation.
Yeah, and that's why we're having the conversation, because for me, it's kind of, I'm kind of shrugging my shoulders like, I'm just now getting this. What in the world? Like, why am I just getting this? And I did a interview with, I can't remember the magazine. I'm so sorry. Either way, I did an interview with them. And they were asking me the same exact question. And I was saying, like, what advice would I have for entrepreneurs? I was like, learn the universal laws and operate in them, because you're already operating in them.
Yes.
It's just that you need to learn them so that you can operate in them to your benefit.
Yeah. Definitely. So
all right. That would be it for me.
So then let's jump in. The law of vibration. First of all, what are we talking about? Like, just to the novice person who's never heard law of vibration, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so the law of vibration is like the second universal law of the 12 universal laws, okay?
Okay.
And the law states that everything in the universe, okay, us, trees, water, dirt, food, that everything is in motion. And that everything is vibrating at its own particular frequency, right? And that we need to be able to tap into that. So it's like, even our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs vibrate at their own frequency. And those are things that we have much more control of than we actually really realize.
Yes.
It's something, we talked about that last week. And but we are operating and letting those vibrations and emotions and beliefs and thoughts control us because we haven't been taught anything that this was
Yeah.
an actual law of the universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we can actually operate into our favor. So that's why I wanted to have this conversation, and give some, layman's terms tips on how you can literally change your vibration in minutes,
Right. Because I don't think people know how easy it is. And even when I don't know how to explain this. So let me say this. Sometimes for me personally, as easy as it is to change my vibration, sometimes it's equally hard to change my vibration. It's like on some things I can just be like, oh, okay, I got it. I'm flowing with it now.
Right.
And then other things, it's like I just can't seem to find the right thought pattern, which usually affects my vibrational pattern, to like get there and get to. I almost feel like it's a energetic click
Yeah.
when you are in like proper vibration with whatever you're wanting or getting or trying to receive. It goes from a I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen to I believe I can make this happen until just then it just clicks into place and now I'm ready for this to happen. Like it just is such a I don't know. I want to say like drop in like it just drops down when I finally know that I'm on the frequency, the vibrational frequency to get something to happen. Like it just changes. So when when it's really hard, can you tell me and tell the people who are listening, what do they need to do to change their vibration?
Okay, so first of all, I need you to understand that the law of vibration is absolutely real. Okay. It's like faith. Okay.
Oh, say that, bring that on home.
Yes. So your energy and your vibration are directly correlated with both your thoughts and your surroundings. Right?
Yeah.
Everything that you have going on in your space, in your energy. So what you hear, what you think, what you feel, what you see, what you taste and smell, so all of that has everything to do with the law of vibration. So if something, now listen closely. So if something is resonating at a stronger energetic frequency than you do, guess what?
That's gonna manifest.
Yeah, it's gonna pull you into a whirlwind. It's going to pull you. Okay, it is going to bring you into its vibration. Period. It's just like it's so much like politics. It's like the presidency. So I always use this, and Kanye West used this, as I think made me very aware of that. So many people were pissed at him for so-called supporting Trump, when in actuality what he was trying to say, which maybe he didn't articulate properly to the people, his people. It's like, no, if he can do this, we can do this too. It's the law of vibration. Do you understand? The energy is going where where the frequency is. The people are going where the energy and the frequency is, and the energy was on him. And that's the thing that Trump had. He had the energy on him.
Yeah.
And what were we all doing? We were talking about him. So whether we were pissed, whether we were offended, whether you were a supporter or not, all the energy was going toward him.
That's
good,
true.
bad, ugly, whatever. It went his way. And what did he do? We woke up that morning.
Like, oh my God, this man is president.
Unbelievably. So guess what? Perfect example. We got caught up in the whirlwind. No matter what your opinion was, what your emotion or passion was with that, you tapped into it and you helped the vibration. And you helped him win.
So how do we use that same power for ourselves and our personal life and for our businesses?
Okay, so personally, I speak from a personal and a professional standpoint. Let me put that disclaimer out there, because a lot of what I speak about, I live and I experience. But a lot of it I have studied. I'm not the guru in it, but I study it because when I realized in my life was not quite going in the direction that I desired. And I'm a good person and I work hard and I do all the good things.
Yeah.
But why is all the good people that work so hard not getting what they want?
Oh, say
right?
that. Yeah. Like,
Come on,
yeah. Look, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. Make it math.
The good saved, good-hearted church people that help everybody, that sacrifice everything,
Right.
But everybody else, like, why aren't things going good for them? Well, first of all, because you don't understand any of these universal laws to your benefit, because I think I literally just heard about the universal laws, heard about them probably in my 30s. And life was on a roll at that point, right?
Yeah.
So when I really truly decided to tap in, I'm like, oh, okay, I tap in, I tap out, tap in, I tap out. And then this year, a friend of mine said, you really need to tap into these universal laws, write them down. I'm like, what? I ain't no kid. Don't make me write them down. So but this is why you gotta have good
I like how involved we are. And then somebody say something, I don't gotta do that. I'm doing everything else.
But this is why you gotta have good people that give a damn about you.
Right.
To give you an assignment and you respect them and you say, you know what, I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna do what you said, because everything else isn't quite working. So what do I have to lose? So I sat down and I wrote down the laws. I wrote them in my notebook.
Okay.
That made me pay attention. That made me tap in. I apologize for the noise. That made me tap in and pay attention to what I was writing, of course, right? And I'm like, whoa, I live this every day. And I'm going to purposely not talk about any of the other laws today, because we need to stay tapped into this law of vibration, because it's so important. Like, this is the one that people really need to truly understand, because you're always moving and vibrating. So if you have so much more control over that than you know. So it's like, you got to know the steps so that you can have more control. So for one, it's like you have to know how to set your intention right. Okay.
Ooh,
you have to
break that all the way down. What does that mean? What intention am I setting?
Yeah. So what intention are you setting? What is like for instance, what is it, something that you've been wanting to manifest, something that you really truly want, Natalie?
My house paid off.
Okay, your house paid off, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go, law of vibration. So have you truly sat with yourself and got the clarity on what that takes? Okay. What does it take for you to pay your house off? Okay. Yeah. I want you to sit with that. Okay. And write that down. Okay. And then say, oh, okay. So when you write that number down and that number becomes more real to you, instead of, like, that's never going to happen. That isn't possible. Yeah. You have to sit with the number, write the number down, and think about, how can I really make this happen? Like, wait a minute, no, I could really make this happen. And how could I? So when you think about the possibilities of how you could actually make it happen, you have conversations with your friend Cherise, and we sit down and get truly clear. Right. Then we can set the right intentions. It takes the clarity. Okay. Of what the intention is to set it right. Okay. Okay. But paying off your house, that's something pretty huge that most people feel like it's so far.
It's so huge. Don't worry about it. As long as you make the house note every month. As long as you
make the house note. So we have to get past just wanting to make the house note. That's lack. Right. That's lack. Right. So and when you can get your mindset past oh Lord, let me make
Mm-hmm.
this house payment. Or let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tap in on this.
Right.
Having just enough to make the house payment, right?
Right.
Why can't you double up on the house payment? How can
Right.
I first double up on the house payment?
Yeah.
Set that intention.
Yeah.
Okay. And then second, it's like, okay, well, how can I set the intention up for 6 months?
Right.
And then once you see yourself accomplish those goals, then you can close the gap on the fact that I might can pay this house off.
Right.
And it could be 2 years, 3 years, 4, it could be 5. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
your intentions are, make it real. Get the clarity to make it real. Okay.
Okay.
And in order to get there, once you set that clarity up,
Yeah.
you gotta see it.
Okay.
Okay.
So what
So
is
now,
this, like just like visualization? Like what am I
yeah,
seeing?
it's absolutely visualization, right? But I
Okay.
think where a lot of people get visualization wrong, if people see themselves from the outside looking in, okay?
Okay.
From here at it out there.
Okay.
So you see your house over there paid, right?
Okay.
Paid off. But do you
Okay.
really see it paid off?
Okay.
How
So
embody the feeling
right.
of sitting inside your home
That's paid off. I
that's
got you.
paid off, baby.
Got you. And yeah, let me tell you, that's not sitting. That's me doing a praise and worship dance in the living room. Old fashioned praise and worship. Like the
Exactly.
mortgage is paid
I'm
off.
sorry, I'm on the live. I'm sorry. I'm on the business live. I'm sorry.
It's okay to vacation.
They're
People
trying,
want
they're
you to
trying to
vacation with
do
them.
it.
We get it.
I'm sorry. Congratulations. They just got married.
Oh, yay.
Sorry, y'all. Get back to me. I don't want y'all to cut off.
We here. I'm still
There
here
we go.
with you.
Okay, cool. So a lot of people get that wrong because they're still looking at future tense.
Okay.
They're still looking like, ooh, I can't wait. Ooh, I want. Ooh,
Okay.
I can have. No, you have to get to the place where, no, I have it. You have to get a
Okay.
little bit delusional about what you want.
Okay.
You know
So
what
it's
I'm saying?
like embodying it as if it has already occurred. Like that
In it.
feeling, if it's already occurred, I'm living this reality.
I'm living it.
No,
I'm
like
in it. And
I'm a person out here just does not have to pay a mortgage payment
I don't
anymore.
have to. Yeah.
Like it's done. I'm off to the next venture. I'm
Yeah.
off to the next conference
Absolutely.
or whatever. Like that's just worry that I have.
Yeah.
So now I have this freedom to do all of these other things, really take some more classes and learn some more stuff. But
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So real life, real talk, and the reality of when you find yourself having to pay that mortgage that seems to exist now, okay, you go ahead and take care of that on time, in integrity, like you're supposed to, quickly pay it, go right back into embodying. It feels so good to pay it off. Imagine if that was the check that paid it all the way off every time you made.
Yes.
Follow me. Follow me.
All right, I'm following. I'm listening.
Because people get confused. Like they get confused emotionally when you have to go back into what seems to be reality, right?
Right.
And take care of the business in integrity. But why not, for those who still write checks, or for if you're paying through a portal, whatever, as you're paying that bill, you see it paying the whole entire.
Oh, that would be really good. Yeah.
Payment off.
Yeah.
And see, people, here's another block for people. People feel silly. People feel that's corny. I'm not doing that. Okay, that's what's holding you back.
Yeah.
Those are the things that are holding you back. That's not embodiment. That's not trusting the process. That's not fully, putting yourself in alignment with what you truly want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that, for me, I like to stay in that space so that people really truly understand what I'm saying, because we're so used to operating in the day-to-day actions of and the emotions of, I got to go to this job again. I got to pay these bills again. You need to be in excitement.
Okay.
That you can pay that mortgage.
Gotcha.
You need to be in excitement that there is a career or entrepreneurship or clients. You know, there is access to pay that actual mortgage.
Yes.
And every time you go home, you walk into that paid off home.
Yeah, say that.
Every time you pull up and, you know, set your affirmations up and set your declarations up. Now, this is another thing, repetition. People don't believe in the repetition. Every single day. My major manifestations, I have had to lay into them day and night, day and night, day and night. And that's how I would look up and it would be done, like with ease. With ease and flow, it's done.
Yeah.
But it's the embodiment. It's the belief. It's the real true core belief in it, right?
Right.
So then next, I would say, you know, keeping your vibration raised through the emotions. So that's similar to what I was saying before, but you got to hit that a little bit different. You wake up sad. Okay. Because
you can't pay your mortgage. You don't see how you gonna pay your mortgage this month. Yeah.
Okay. Well, those are just emotions. Okay. Those are just emotions. Those are low vibrations. Okay.
Gotcha.
Why are those low vibrations there? What have you been entertaining yourself with?
Gotcha.
It would allow you in a low vibrating space. So who are you talking to? Who are you entertaining?
Right.
What music are you listening to? Like, what are you intaking into your thoughts and your emotions?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is not a time to play with your thoughts and your emotions. This is not a time to get triggered back. You can't afford to get triggered back into the old limited beliefs.
Right. And because old limiting beliefs, because sometimes what we watch on TV is so comforting. For whatever reason, it's sometimes it's nostalgia. We like the storyline. We may not necessarily pay attention to the message. And so I know recently my sister was like, well, you always watching these sad drama shows. Okay. What am I watching? Why am I watching this? Okay, let me look at that. You know, because I didn't realize it was comfortable. It's what I've known. It feels like what? And then it's just like, oh, I do watch a lot of like police shows and drama and just craziness. Why? Like, why am I putting that?
It's an addiction. It's like feeding sugar addiction. It's like feeding emotional addiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And people aren't talking about it or addressing it. And Natalie, you have no time for it. As much as you have to do out here, like, and I think this is so personal for me. When I realized, like, oh, I'm working very hard, but I'm not reaching my goals.
Gotcha.
And I'm not clear exactly on how to really reach those goals because I'm still operating in the old ways of thinking and even moving in just the way I work. I want this stuff, but I'm still doing the same stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
So when I realized I had to make that shift is when I immersed, and I need y'all to follow me, like immersed myself into changing the way I think. Like if I wake up and if I think a sad thought, I'm combating it immediately. But guess what? I realized the way I go to sleep
affects the way you wake up. Yeah.
It affects the way you wake up, the way you go to sleep. So I always go to sleep to my vibrations, good vibrations, affirmation. I wake up to it and it's still playing. I get dressed and ready for work and it's still playing. I leave home and it's still playing in my ear, in the car, in my ear. Work. By the time I get to work with clients, I have to shift to a different vibration. But it's still a feel good vibration. It's gonna keep keep it in the same frequency, right?
Right. So I want to break that down because I want people like to practically know what we do. So is this an audio where you recorded your own self, your own voice with your own affirmations? Have you purchased an audio? Did you find a list of affirmations offline to read? Like exactly how do you do that for yourself?
Yeah, so I started, early on, I started with just a list of affirmations, that I would just read every day. And then when I realized I had to intensify this thing because I had so many layers of limiting beliefs to work through, okay?
Yeah,
because like I said, I went back to I'm a good person. Why aren't the things I want happening for me? I'm a good person. I work so hard. I help so many people. It has nothing to do with nothing.
Ooh.
Because
so that's the part when I'm like, oh, I don't like the law of vibration. Like, because it you have to look at what are my results. So if my results are not what I want them to be, then I need to look at, then I must not be vibrating what I think I'm vibrating.
No. Yeah. Because if you're still vibrating in, oh, well, I went and helped the church people and I went and helped the homeless people and I went and helped the kids at the school. That is so good that you did that. But is that truly what you're called?
Right. And some vibrations are so ingrained. So I'm in a money class. I think I've mentioned that before. And so what I'm noticing is my go-to thought with money or vibration is I can't afford that. Like that's the instantly the thing that comes up. Oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't like just and simultaneously I get what I want. And so it's like I have competing vibrations.
Yeah.
And I think competing is vibrations is worse than no vibration. Because it's warring. And so I'm just noticing how automatic that thought process is for me. And like it's just like, oh golly. I'm now that I'm really just aware of how much, I'm saying that. And so that's why you have like just something that's simple. I'm vibrating, I don't have enough money. Oh, I can't afford that. Then it doesn't matter if you're making $10 an hour, $100 an hour, or $1,000 an hour, you'll still be broke. Because your vibration is, I can't afford that. And so even though you're making all of the money you want to make, you'll still feel very broke. And you'll probably be very broke. We've all heard of stories of people who make $1 million, but they spent $2 million with that. And so they made the money, but they spent too much. It didn't go anywhere. So, okay, go on.
Yeah. So I think practically, where a lot of people are missing the mark, and we are all guilty, there was a programming that happened and we are now in the process of reprogramming. If you have tapped in, to that vibration, reprogramming. So you pretty much can't trust what you think and what you've been taught.
No, you can't.
And that alone is it's traumatizing for people. What you mean to tell me what I've been taught and what I've known my entire life,
right,
it's not serving me today.
Right.
That's quite traumatizing for a lot of people.
It definitely can be, but it's empowering when you realize, okay, what I'm doing ain't working. I gotta shift. Let me shift into something that will work for me, for who I am and where I am now and where I want to go.
Yes, the cycle. You have to come out of the cycle, but there's work. That work takes repetition, and so many people don't want to do the repetition. The repetition is key. And the feeling, like the repetition is going to get you the feeling constantly and consistently that will help you combat, the limiting beliefs and the negative thoughts that are holding you back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the work. And that's the work that the people don't want to do, and the trust and the level of belief that it takes in that process. It's distractions that will take you off of that frequency every minute of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
There are distractions.
Yeah.
that are there
Yeah.
to disrupt your trust and your belief.
No, absolutely. And I want to talk, I want to go a little bit deeper on that repetition
Mm-hmm.
because when I think you're over 30, that you have so many things that are pulling you, you don't
Mm-hmm.
want to simply repeat one thing over and over again. You feel like it's not working. And so those of us who grew up in my generation, it's wax on, wax off. And so you it was a time when he was doing a job and he was doing it repetitively, but it was building a muscle. So when it came
Mm-hmm.
time for the challenge, the muscle was built for him to
Yeah.
overcome and win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Repetition over time is how
Yeah.
we learn something new. From a
Mm-hmm.
mental health perspective, our brain is what we call plastic. It has neuroplasticity,
Mm-hmm.
which means essentially there are all these little highways in our head. These
Mm-hmm.
belief systems that we have are just thought patterns that we've had over and over and over
Yeah.
and over
Mm-hmm.
again. And they've
Mm-hmm.
essentially made highways in our heads. And
Yeah.
so when you repeat
Wow.
something new over and over and over again, now you're making a new highway,
New highways,
which
baby.
is
Yeah.
essentially now making new opportunities for your life, a new reality for your life, just
Mm-hmm.
because you took the time to build in a new thought
Yeah.
pattern for your life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it takes repetition over time. And
Yeah.
at first, it is going to feel hard. It always going to feel like I'm not doing anything and this is never going to work with that. And you still got to do it.
You
It's
still
like
gotta
this.
do it.
It's the simplest thing to get up and let's keep it real simple. You can record an audio and just listen to yourself over and over
Yeah.
again for your
Mm-hmm.
affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
You can get out in the bed in the morning and read them on the mirror. You can go to bed and
Yeah.
read them on the mirror. You can listen to it on your car on the way to work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if there has to be a minimum.
Yeah.
If you just took one affirmation and repeated it every day and every night, you're going to be changing your life.
Mm-hmm.
There
Yeah.
was a study done with 2 hospitals,
Mm-hmm.
and the the only thing that one hospital did different, and they got double the results. People got better faster and did better. Like like they got better like quicker, but they also healed better. And it's
Yes.
because the whole staff was trained every time they saw a patient to say, you're getting better and better every day in every way.
Mm.
One line. But the whole staff was trained if they saw a patient to say, you're getting better and better every day in every
Yeah.
way, and then
Yeah.
have whatever conversation they need to have. You're getting better and better every day in every way. And
Mm-hmm.
then just that. And something, I mean, can y'all just understand how that simple vibration can change your
Ooh,
life?
the
Because it
simplicity.
permeates everything. If I'm getting better and better every day in every way, my finances are getting better. If I'm getting better and better every day in every way, my health is getting better. If I'm
Yes.
getting better and better in every day in every way, my communication is getting better.
Yes.
If I'm getting
Yes.
better
Come
and
on.
better every day in every way, my business skills are getting better. If I'm getting
Mm.
better and better every day in every way, my craft is getting better. If I'm getting better
Mhm.
and better in every day in every way, like
Yes.
my atmosphere is getting better. And so
Yes.
don't think that it has to be a lot.
Mhm.
One sentence can do it, but the repetition, the making this vibration in your life real is what the repetition is going to do. I'm getting
Yeah.
better and better every day in every way. Just that one thing will do.
That's it.
And then after you do that, you'll start to pick up more
Yeah.
for something
Mhm.
that you want. Like,
Yeah.
thank you, Jesus, my mortgage is paid off by 12/25/25. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
That's it. That's
simple.
that's how we live it. That's how we live
You know,
it.
people complicate things. We've
Mm-hmm.
been programmed. Listen closely. We have been programmed to complicate things
Yeah.
so that we wouldn't reach our goals. It's
Oh,
a programming.
say that.
Listen,
Oh,
listen. But what you
girl,
hear
you're
with
gonna make me
me,
send you a donation. Say that
yeah,
right there.
girl, let me tell you something, and I can't even go there right now in this conversation. But when people understand that we have been hypnotized, we have been programmed to think the way that we think, to work the way that we work, to move the way that we move, to live the way that we live, for the other's benefit.
Yeah.
And not ours. So as we become more free, as we create more highways, now that right there really resonated with me. As we create new highways in our mind,
yes,
that's our freedom.
Yes.
As we continue to create new highways and byways in our minds with this repetition, this, like she said, like Natalie said, it's going to be what is going to change, absolutely change your life.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing to put in the work. It is absolutely like working out and changing your body. I think that's the absolute, best example, building the muscle. You want to lean out, you want to lose the fat, lean out, you want to, create a new body because you can. You want to sculpt a new body, a new mindset, a new life. A new way of thinking. You absolutely can. But you have to understand that the work is the repetition. And the feeling.
Right.
If you do the repetition, you'll create the feeling. Because it's hard to create a feeling that you've never had before. It's hard to create a feeling and embody a feeling that you just don't even understand. You've never seen it even happen before.
Right. But I gotta say, we live in what has to be the golden age of information or the golden age of technology. And so if you don't have that experience yet, go find it. Go hear somebody talk about it. There's somebody so for me, we're talking about, I want this mortgage paid off in the next 3 years, 22 years. I'm down to 2 years now. And so it's important for me to tap into stories and people who are doing it. So there's stories out there where people paid off their mortgage, in 5 years, in 10 years, that they didn't do the traditional 15, 30 years to where they got it. And so as I hear those stories, it makes it real to me. So it's easier for me to live in that vibration of this is a possibility.
Absolutely.
With that. So okay, we've named some steps here, and I want to make sure that we're making this concise for people. So step number 1, I think, was to set an intention and get real clear about it. Okay. Step number 2 was what? Build an affirmation around it?
No, that was the visualization. You got
visualization. Okay. All right. So number 1, intention with clarity. Number 2, visualization with emotion. Like being in it. I use the word embody. Like you got to embody that thing. With that, step number 3, repetition.
No, well, that's the repetition so that you can create the feeling.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All
right. So that was really, I kind of combined those two on my own because we were talking about the visualization, but in order to create, to be able to see it, you have to tie the emotion. You have to be able to feel it. Okay. And you bring all that together with the repetition. But in order to do that, to get the trust and the belief in all of that, it takes the repetition. Period. You have to create a trust and a belief that can't be disturbed. I want to say, for example, if you're going to your feel good is watching that TV, right? So that you can tap into those emotions. You have to have the willpower to say, no TV tonight. I need to listen to my affirmations. I need to find me some people who have already done what I'm trying to do. I need to tap into something that is going to help me visualize. Set that intention, create the emotion and the feeling so that I can take my trust and my belief to another level.
Yeah, definitely so.
That's the work.
Yeah.
So on that Saturday night, when you want to cuddle up with that ice cream and your boo, your boo gonna have to get on game and understand this what we doing tonight. This Netflix and chill right here for us, boo. Because I'm on
Gotcha.
a different type of mission. And I always equate this to most of my friends, a lot of my friends have jobs and they have really good jobs, careers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do what you do.
Oh, say that. You finna say some
I
good
can't do
stuff.
what you.
Say more about
Even
that.
when it comes down to dating, it's like, okay, that's cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the dinner, thanks for this, thanks for that,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you bring to the table. But I can't go because
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I this right here was earned. This trip was earned. I wasn't going to be able to go if I didn't complete a certain goal or accomplish a certain goal. And part of it has to be done while I'm here, before I leave here.
Gotcha.
For me to feel fully accomplished and like I
Yeah.
really truly earned this and
Yeah.
deserve this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I can't afford to sit up, and watch reality TV. And I do.
Right.
I've watched a reality TV show recently because I was connected to, someone in it or whatever.
Gotcha.
But to me, I had to take my mindset. Okay, how can I use this to educate myself? How can I use this situation? Because I gotta
Right.
watch it.
Yeah.
And I gotta support. I said, okay, so I am supporting. I
Yeah.
am watching. And fortunately, it wasn't any crazy mess behind it. It was a
Yeah.
very positive situation that came out of it. And I felt really good about that I wasn't wasting my time. But I said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna study their style. I'm gonna see what everybody has on. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me study their style and their colors. Let me figure
Mm-hmm.
out, what
Right.
I can make good out. It was just an hour, or a couple of hours if I was binge watching, at a time or whatever. But I just had to figure out how to make the vibration and the frequency work for me in the moment if I was
Yeah.
gonna do it. You know what I mean? Then guess what? When it was time to go to bed, if I fell asleep, boom, I had my headphones back on.
Gotcha. Okay. So do we have all of the steps for law of vibration?
Okay, so the last step for the law of vibration is, for me personally, go forward, move.
Oh, yeah.
Move.
Yeah.
No matter what. If everything around you is vibrating,
Mm-hmm.
and you're sitting still,
Mm-hmm.
not moving,
Yes.
what does that mean?
Yeah, you're not moving. You're not moving. You're not in
moving.
flow. You are not in the
You are
vibrational
not
flow.
in flow. You
Yeah.
are not in flow.
Oh, that's a good
Life
one.
is happening around you.
That's a good
Things
one.
are moving forward, and things are moving forward fast,
Yeah.
Natalie.
Yeah.
And I hope you all are super tapped in on this. This is not the time to be sitting around wasting time. Like, I can't stand to hear a grown person say they are bored and they don't have anything to do. They
I
can't
see how you
find
can say that.
anything
Right.
on
When it's so
TV.
many things to do. It's so many things to do.
Because
Right.
Natalie, I'm just not there. Like, I'm nowhere near. I'm happy. I'm at peace, but I'm nowhere
Right.
near where I really truly want to be in life. So it's like,
Yeah.
how in the world do I have time
Mm-hmm.
to not be moving forward at all times? And
Yeah.
that's another thing about, just being in alignment with your assignment. When you are
Yeah.
in true alignment, which is setting that intention, knowing what you truly want,
Yeah.
having the clarity in what you truly want. It doesn't have to be the big vision. It doesn't have to be the big world vision. I'm going to change the world.
Mm-mm.
Natalie said she wanted to pay her house off.
Yes.
By a certain time. Nothing else really matters right now with that goal. If you have another one, that's fine. You set that goal here and you set the intentions with that. And you put the same steps and the same practice in.
Yep.
With a whole other goal.
Yeah.
And I had that, for me, was such a huge lesson as of recently, because I just realized, like, oh, wow, only if I had known this in business before I started business. Only if I had known this in life and relationships before I started any of them. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
but I also, I think, because because I don't want you to beat yourself up or anybody else to
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
yourself
yeah,
up.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
know that we get it when we need to get it.
Absolutely.
But once you get it, it's time for you to start operating on it.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
is. And so, you guys, if you're hearing this, it's time for you to start operating in this. It really is. You
Yeah.
have some things in your heart, spirit, mind, or soul that are feeling too big for you. And so even though you're putting it out there, it's on your brain, you're not doing everything we said to do tonight to get in vibration with that, to get on the frequency of what you want. And so your assignment, whenever you are hearing this, if you are hearing this, your assignment is to go through every single goal you want and make sure you are vibrating at that frequency for that goal with that. That's your assignment with this. All right, Cherise, last words before you show us the beach for 2 seconds.
I
And we
know.
can
So honestly, I really want everyone that is on
Wait, hold
this.
on. Look at that chandelier. Everybody just look at that chandelier that is
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
back.
Chandelier is,
Okay, gorgeous.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
that
Okay, you
was
are in a
cool.
fabulous place. Okay, go ahead.
So for me, I just want people to be open to the thought of reimagining things, the way that you knew things, the way that you
Yeah.
used to talk and think, you
Yeah.
can change it. It's okay to see it different. It's
Yeah.
okay to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to do things new.
Yeah.
I think so many people are so used to being comfortable. Like
Yeah.
that's what's going to keep you in the same position.
Yeah.
So you have to really truly dive in the universal laws are simple.
Yeah.
Just Google them. And you'll
Mm-hmm.
probably find a one or two that you will resonate with.
Yeah.
And you'll dive into and realize that, oh, I've been living this, but I've been living this kind of wrong. Maybe I can sharpen this up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
go Google the universal laws. So now that we have had this conversation, I will probably take, the rest of the month and dive a little deeper into them because I know they've changed my life. Just to understand them more, they have literally changed my life. And I was already, moving forward and getting really stern and consistent
Mm-hmm.
about what I wanted.
Yeah.
And seeing things manifest differently.
Yeah.
But when I tapped into those universal laws, because I told you I like to break the rules.
Right.
So, but I realized you got to follow the laws, baby. You got to follow the universal laws.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
my advice is we just talked about the law of vibration tonight. It's a simple understanding. Don't complicate it. But go Google
right. Yeah.
the universal laws and dive into them and watch things change for you when you understand them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Definitely
it.
so. All right. Well, we see that beautiful background. Like I'm seeing the lights, I'm seeing the water, I'm seeing fantasticness, and that is a wonderful way for us to end. Just looking at paradise at night. All right, people, we are here if you guys need us. You can email me at info@natalieelliott.com. You can hit Cherise up on Facebook, right?
Yeah, Facebook,
With
Instagram,
that.
Cherise. Show up with Cherise B everywhere.
All right, show up with Cherise B with that. And we will talk to you guys next week. All right, good night.
Sounds good. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.